with our EMOTICON pumpkin balls, we have added the 4x4 version for those who do not have a 7x12 available. With the 7x12, you will be stitching out both the front and the back in one hooping, and then you've got your pattern to cut out for the back as well as the front. With the 4x4, what you're going to do, you're going to use a paper pattern, and you're going to cut a piece of felt, 8x14, and you're going to hoop that in the 4x4. And when you do that, you're going to have enough fat. When you put it in the hoop, you want to make sure that you are getting it to where you're hooping it to where you're going to have that extra room to cut out the continuation of the front. And then what you'll do, you'll just cut that out, and you'll cut a back out then with the paper pattern. Now the other thing with the 4x4, you don't have to hoop the felt. You do lose a little bit when you hoop the felt. We do have a placement line on there, so you can put a piece of stabilizer in there, and then after the placement line goes down, you just place a smaller piece of felt over that area, still making sure that you've made it long enough to where you're going to have the entire body that you're going to be able to cut out after the face has gone down. So you just put that back in the machine, and you stitch out the face, and then remove it from the hoop and lay your paper pattern on there. I'll show you how to do that. I really have that in there tight. So then you would just lay your paper pattern, making sure that you have the face in the correct place on that paper pattern, and then you would cut this out, adding in about 1/4 of an inch for your seam line. And then you would do the same thing for the back. And then you put it together exactly the same way, which we have instructions. We have a tutorial that shows how to construct the ball on the regular sewing machine. Now the only disadvantage to the 4x4 is that you're not going to get the toppers, the little green toppers, as you do on the 7x12, because there just isn't room to do all that on a 4x4. So the 7x12 is in the hoop like this, with the front and the back both getting stitched down, and then just cut out from that particular piece of felt, or the 4x4 if you are limited to your hoop size.